Hello, it's Dr. Lauren again, and I wanted to shoot a quick video to let you participants who are waiting a few weeks before they can do their stool sample to give you guys things that you can be doing in the meantime, so you're not just kind of sitting idle waiting for the testing and waiting for your results to come. So while you do need to discontinue probiotics and list of medications and things that we went over in the how to do the Genova test video, you can be beginning and doing certain things to help begin the healing process and addressing the gut and kind of jump starting things. And probably one of the best solutions that I would have at this point that would be safe to do in consideration with the Genova test and won't interfere with anything there, is going to be doing a 3-day bone broth detox or cleanse. So Ancient Nutrition by Dr. Josh Axe, he has formulated and makes some great bone broth proteins. I personally like the pure or the turmeric because it doesn't have any stevia in it. I'm not the biggest fan of stevia, but the pure and the turmeric are really great with being able to make quick soups or quick broths without all of the prep and process that comes with actually making your own. If you can make your own from either a carcass from a bird that you have cooked, or bones and meats that you have purchased specifically for making the broth, I think that's definitely much better. Slow cooking for a long period of time is preferred over doing a higher heat boiling for like 3 to 4 hours. It's supposed to extract out a lot more of the nutrients and get more from the bone than you typically would with a higher temperature, slower or shorter amount of time cooking. So about 24 hours in a slow cooker. You can add onions, carrots, herbs, spices, all sorts of things to get the nutrient values from those as well. And apple cider vinegar is supposed to also be a great addition to, again, help unlock and extract some of those nutrients that may be in there. One thing to note if you are making your own, buying organic or at least free range birds that have been treated well, where they are weight bearing and allowed to actually use their bones and their legs to walk around and run around, is going to provide way more nourishment. The bones are going to be stronger, they're going to have more nutrients than chickens or birds that have had to lead a life of just laying and sitting. They're not going to have as much of that beneficial nutrients, the gelatin, the collagen, all those things that you read about with the benefits of bone broth are going to be much higher content and much better served from happy birds that have been raised nicely. So buying organic or buying local and sourcing good qualities, I think is really important. It's worth the extra investment at this time. It can save you lots of money in the future. You probably will have to be on a restricted diet less or not as long, less frequently. And you probably have to buy less supplements, which is all around well worth the investment and well worth your time. So we will provide links and resources for you people that want to make your own bone broth. But for those, like I said, that want to have that quicker, easier option, the Bone Broth Protein by Ancient Nutritions, it is available at Georgetown Market. I'm sure a lot of other places as well. And Georgetown is actually cheaper than buying it directly online at this point. And you get to support local, which is great. So you can buy the, it's basically dehydrated bone broth. You'll add hot water. You can add, onions or carrots or whatever types of vegetables and things to it to make a delicious soup, or you can drink it straight as like a hot broth tea. If you do purchase a canister of the bone broth protein at Georgetown, you'll receive a free book of bone broth recipes, and in that book you will get access to how to do the 3-day bone broth detox with recipes. it's fantastic because you're giving your digestive system a really nice break, but you're loading it with great fats, great nourishment, great minerals and nutrients that are going to help to heal the digestive lining too. So not only does your gut get to take a break for a little bit, it gets a vacation. And how often does it get a vacation? For longer than maybe 8-hour stint while you're sleeping. It gets a vacation, but it also gets like a massage and a pedicure and a facial treatment, and it gets a spa experience, because all this stuff that you're flushing through it is helping to heal and nourish and replenish it. So your gut's going to wake up and come back really, really, really happy. The nice thing is too, since you're not doing like a water fast, which can be very harsh on your system, some people can handle it. I wouldn't go straight to that. The bone broth fasting or detox is, you're not quite as hungry, even though intermittent fasting can have definitely great benefits. Most people can't handle doing a 3-day water cleanse right off the bat. So the bone broth, in addition to all those healing nutrients, allows you a little bit of substance, and the warmth and the nourishment and everything that you're receiving from it, generally people really enjoy it. It gets you a great exposure to understanding and feeling the benefits of bone broth protein. Or bone broth, sorry. So that's definitely an option for people that are waiting, or for people once you have finished, if you have finished your Genova sample and you're looking for something to jump right in, and during the prep week you are ready to go an extra step, this 3 days on the bone broth can really make a big difference, and is something safe generally for most people. So definitely check out the bone broth recipe book. I'm sure they'll let you take a look at it at Georgetown. I'm happy to share some links or some recipes that I have seen and read and tried as well. But it gives you something to do in the meantime. So upcoming, we will be giving you some other tips on how to start cleaning out your pantry, getting rid of those processed foods, understanding GMOs, learning how to avoid it, discussing organics and the benefits, and how to source, and how to source on a budget for people that are needing to watch their budgets. So our goal is to get you this information slower bits at a time, so that you can really integrate it and you don't get overwhelmed and you know what to do. So right now your steps are to either be focusing on the Genova stool test and or completing the bone broth detox. Do not do the bone broth detox while you are doing the Genova test kit. You need to wait until after you have done the kit, or if you are waiting, and if you're one of those people that have to wait 2 to 4 weeks, then you can do this now, and give yourself kind of a little week or few week break before you have to do your stool test. So I hope this information is helpful, gives you something to do, and remember, you're supposed to be focusing on hydration and water intake as well. It's the best way to keep your detox and elimination pathways open. Some people are going to need to take it a step further, but in general, you need to be flushing clean water through your system to be flushing out the toxicities that we're trying to stir up and get out. So water, start loving the water, and remember to check out our website for the information on what kind, how much, and all of those common questions, what type of water, and you can find that information at wecreatewellness.com/water. Thanks so much for your time, and I will see you on the next step.